Hey guys, Buffy Game back today bringing a video. Today we're gonna go into gunsmithing here in Arena Breakout Infinite. I'm gonna show you guys how to make some really nice builds here. Let's go ahead and jump in to this. And you can see, first off, the M4 I was using, this isn't the exact one, but right, these guns are really cool. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make some really nice options. You can see that canted mounted sight there on this particular M4. So let's go ahead. Let's start with an M4. I'll show you guys some cool builds here. Actually, let's start with the default. So here's the default. I'll give you an example of how the gunsmithing works here in Arena Breakout Infinite. Really fun game. I'll be streaming it on Twitch probably after this goes live if you guys want to check it out. So first off, let's go ahead and remove the standard handguard. You can also put ACOG on top of the carrying handle with a top-mounted RMR if you want to put a compact adapter on there, and you're good to go. So that's a really cool thing with this as well. We're going to go ahead and run a long barrel, get rid of that gas block, and now that's where it'll be very obvious when things are conflicting. So here we'll run a low-profile gas block on that. For the handguard option, we'll go ahead and do an AR long, I think is a good one. You also have something for handguards. You can see it'll show you the different options that are available. We have this fiber option, also really clean for both of these. We'll go ahead and do the AR long. Looks like a gray, St. Arms Industry gray handguard almost. Now for the muzzle. So here's the muzzle down here. You can see the different options that we have. We don't have the St. Arms Industry brake, unfortunately, but we'll go ahead and run the standard AR-15 flash hider. I think is a really clean one. Now for the lasers, right? You can see you have front sight options available. We can put that on there. We'll put a flip up rear sight. So when we put optics on, this will flip down. But for the top mounted rail, we can put on our options here. So we'll go ahead and put a PEC-15. Now, also for the sides, right, you see the side Picatinny rails are already here. So we got to just kind of follow that down and see which one's which. That's the bottom one. And when you highlight it, it'll show you which one. So here's our left-hand one. We'll go ahead and put a flashlight on that. Really nice. Now for the optic. Let's go ahead and throw something like, we'll put a 30 millimeter rail optic mount on that. Let's see what we get here. I'll show you guys that canted type build. So we have a 6 times and a 7 times. Let's go ahead and put the 7 times on there. And here we have, you can see it'll show you the options. So we have a pick rail here. You can put an option for another scope. So we got to put the inclined side rail, the canted mounted pick attachment, put that on there. And then we can choose what we want. Different mounts will give us different, so there we'll do a compact reflex. Different mounts will give us different options, which is really cool. Now for the charging handle, you can even change the charging handle, which is really great. You can see the stats reflected on the left-hand side for most of these attachments. So ergonomics on the extended handguard, the HK 416 will give us a boost in ergo. We're just going to do the Raptor charging handle, which is the R15 custom charging handle. And I'll show you guys what that looks like in a minute. And then for the adapter for the M4, you can see we can do even like an HK 416 buttstock on that. Let's go ahead and stay with a clean looking M4 with a tan. I think looks nice. And then we'll do a tan windowed PMag. You can see you have a 60 round casket mag option, 20 round PMag, 100 round Stenag mag, and a 60 round drum as well. Go with 30 round polymer PMag. And then for the pistol grip, again, more options here. Just go ahead and do that. And this one's going to be free of charge because we're building it in the firing range or the shooting range. So for our bottom mount for our grips, you can see here we have the 4.1 inch modular rail mount. So that'll hook the pick rail into the M-lock. And then we can go ahead and put attachments on. So we can go ahead and put something like a vertical grip. And there we go. This is one example of a pretty clean looking M4. Really nice. We'll see if that PEC-15 gets in the way, but I don't think it will. But you can see this thing's just pretty beefy. And you can use that canted mounted RMR there also. So let's go ahead. We will complete the assembly. Bring this bad boy out here to firearms. Infinite ammo on, or you can use the ammo tab to change ammunition. So let's go ahead and get that one that we just built, which is going to be, let's see, we need to drop one of these. So we'll drop that other one, pick that one up. There we go. Here's our M4 that we just built. This thing's really nice looking. So you can see we have the 7x optic, which is a 7 to, I think it was like a 7 to 3, it looks like. Unfortunately, our canted mount is not mounted far enough. That PEC 15 is getting in the way. So by trying different mounts, we maybe have better luck, for sure. But again, that's really cool. You can see one tap of the laser will give you the laser. And the other one will give you the flashlight. So that's one way to do it. Let's go ahead and... We can't re-edit the same weapon. But let's just build up another M4 here. Because I think you can do a... you can do an O'Hara arms grip like that, which just looks crazy awesome. So with the buttstock options here, let's see, we go ahead and put an HK4. We can kind of make an HK416 almost. That grip is going to kind of lock us in, I think. Yeah, so we'll keep that. Go ahead and get rid of the carrying handle. Let's do flip up sights. And here we'll do we'll do a holographic with the EOTech. And then you can see here for the gas block, we can remove that, do low profile. We'll go ahead and throw a, let's do a right hand mounted. I think this is the one. Let's see, which is the right hand side? Accessory. This one here, I believe. Go ahead and put the PEC 15. And then maybe on the top rail, we can do a flashlight option. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to actually switch that up, though. I like do the flashlight there, and then here we'll do the PEC 15. That looks cleaner. Go ahead and throw maybe a adapter thread on there. We can throw a suppressor for the magazine. Let's do a 60 round drum. Do a lightweight, or let's do a universal AR rear grip. And that is super clean. You can even put something cannon mounted there, but as we saw, that might conflict. But look at that. I mean, that is really clean. I don't like the drum mag, though. We got to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and put maybe the 60 rounder. That looks cleaner. The drum mag just didn't look as clean. That's another really cool example. So different attachments will give you different grips. Really clean. You can see here. Go ahead and jump in if it'll give us that one. Oh no, where'd it go? Here it is. So let's go ahead. You gotta it's better if you discard the ones you're working on. That way, when you come out, you can pick them up whenever you want, and obviously it'll fast equip immediately. So here's this awesome looking M4 with that O'Hara arms grip. You can even probably, like, this is just this thing's pretty beast for sure. That's really nice. Aesthetically, super nice. We can also probably go ahead and you could probably make the same one from the Forever War, whatever that one movie was called. That one movie with Chris, you guys know what I'm talking about, the Future War, or whichever one it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. There is that buttstock, because I saw it earlier. So you could make that same weapon, which is really cool. Go ahead and just, like, I'll show you guys maybe one more option here. You can see we have a lot of different weapons. MPX, P90, the Uzi, the carbines. I think the carbines are a really cool example for some modern ones. Let's go ahead and do like an SKS, right? So here's the base SKS. You can see we'll go ahead and change the chassis. So we'll go with this This, I believe it's a Tapco chassis. Go ahead and change up the pistol grip. Let's go ahead and put a RK3. So we have a fixed buttstock with this one. So because it's part of the chassis, go ahead and put an RK3 grip. For the muzzle device, go ahead and put a adapter, and then we'll throw on a flash suppressor. For the we can put a mount on that left side, and then for another Zeniko B13 mount, and then we can go ahead and throw again the same type of thing we just did with that M4. We'll go ahead and put that 7 times on there. We can also now put this canted mounted up here. So let's do something like this. No, so that's not gonna be canted mounted. We need a canted mounted one, which will be this one, and then the optic there. So there's that canted mounted reflex and magazine. Do a 20 rounder. For the grip option, there is no grip option. You have accessories though. So for this one, we can throw a laser on the right-hand side. There's our modernized SKS. Looking really clean. So that's just examples of how to use the Gunsmith. Different attachments yield different unlocks. Like you saw with that O'Hara grip, we had to use different handguards to get that on this M4. So going to the SKS, really cool, very in-depth. Let me know what kind of builds you guys want to see. I'll be covering a lot of weapon builds here in the game going forward. And the SKS hits like a truck. Let me know your thoughts down below. What kind of weapons you want to see? I'll be covering, like I said, I'll be covering a lot of this going forward. Until next time, this is Buffner Gaming with the Gunsmith in Arena Breakout Infinite. Buffner Gaming, out.